Here's another great spot. Came here camping a couple of years ago and had an interesting middle of the night type of experience.
What's happening tonight?
There was some sounds, like something was walking through camp.
Might have been a homeless person.
Homeless person out here. Could be. Check this out. Yeah. So check this out. It's usually this here you can usually walk all the way over there. Just a little bit of river through there on this side channel. That shows you how high the water is with the winter runoff. It was cool because I hiked back up here. It was I think like last year or the year before. I hiked back up this whole sandbar like a half mile or so and came across some interesting prints, track line, like it's a tightrope. Like a lot of people suspect Bigfoot walks, tightrope, like it's walking on a tightrope, and that was really interesting. Didn't know what it was, but it's nice to get out here. Yeah. Great to camp right out on the sandbar here. It's cool because this whole area here, it's a really big camping area that you can do a lot of stuff back here with people. So you can hear the chipmunks right now over here. That's what I call nature security system. You have the chipmunks, you have the crows too that will kind of alert you when something's in the area. So that's something Bigfoot could easily pick up on and use to their advantage.
You're recording audio now.
Yeah.
Good.
It's finally working right. So do you believe Bigfoot's real?
Yeah, I'm on the either side. I don't really believe it exists, but there's no proof of it not existing.
Yeah. Well, that's a good place to be at. You don't want to blindly believe in something. You want to have verifiable, vettable evidence that you can review and figure out if it's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's hard to come by in this subject. That's why sometimes it's best just to come out here and see what you find. Well, I think if they're anywhere, these are the areas where they're at.
Most likely.
A lot of places to hang out. A lot of opportunity for food year round. I mean, these areas here go for miles. I've hiked all the way up and down this area. This is the area that was in Monster Quest Season 2 episode where Briggs Hall professor came and did he had what he calls a Bigfoot experience and came out here on Monster Quest to do up an experiment by hanging some salmon hanging from a tree, and
I'd rather attract bears.
yeah, it did actually attract bears. It shows bear because he set up a game cam to record whatever came around, and it was bears, no Bigfoot.
I mean, bears usually stay around rivers to get salmon, and there's a lot of rivers around here, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but the Bigfoot didn't take the bait. But it was in the Monster Quest episode back here. This area here has a lot of history with Bigfoot over time. Like I was saying earlier, last year or year before, a couple hikers went missing that were out looking for Bigfoot. So one of them came across Bigfoot, saw Bigfoot back here when he was a kid. So they came out here looking, got lost, got separated, got mad at each other, probably ended their friendship at that point.
Yeah.
But when Monster Quest was doing their show, like none of these trees were here. It was all wide open.
It's a lot easier to see things, but they also leave a lot of Bigfoots open in the air, which they don't really want. I'm guessing to leave that open.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. Bigfoot wouldn't want to be. They wouldn't want to be in a area that people could see them.
Mm-hmm. And they probably do. And if they do or do not know that we have capability of capturing them through cameras without even being there, they definitely wouldn't be there.
Yeah, well, you know, it's an interesting conversation that people are having now is how come Bigfoot isn't showing up on people's trail cams more often? And, you know, that's a good question. Some people think that they could see the IR light that the camera puts out.
They might.
Because some people suspect that deer can see them and other animals can see them. So there's an ongoing debate on if Bigfoot can see IR, because if they can, then they'll probably see the trail camera illuminating at night or whenever when they walk up on it.
Yeah, and they also might be watching them put it, and they might be watching the person that put it up, so they know that they should avoid that certain area.
You're exactly right. That's one of my beliefs too, is they see that person putting it up, doing these experiments, and they automatically know to just stay away from that area.
They probably think it's a trap for them.
Exactly. It seems like they're more cunning than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, if they watch you put up a trail cam or do an experiment, then it's all for naught. This area where I wanted to set up and do some expeditions out of, one on this side of the river, the other on the other side there, and really flesh out this area and find out if Bigfoot's here or not. If so, what are they doing? Where are they hanging out? At what times?
Take a look at that hill. It's really mossy, so.
I've been up here actually. It's really cool. This is something that I want to explore more. I've only went about a mile or so down, but there's a trail that leads up here, and there's a really good established game trail up here. So you get a lot of deer using these trails back here. Bear use them, cougars, people, probably Bigfoot.
Oh, it seems like it's hard.
Yeah, it's a calf burner. That's for sure.
Wonder how well are they good at traversing hills.
Probably pretty good, because you hear that they can go up them pretty fast and fluid, like they've been there before.
I wish I brought the backpack.
Yeah. Look at this right here. So, you know, you wonder why we can't find prints. I mean, look. So, step right here. Looks like a good print. Yeah. It's going to be gone in like 20 minutes. That's the thing. Is
if they say in these areas that you can't leave any footprints.
Yeah, which is something.
And you can say well hidden if they put any of this on their back.
Yeah, you know, it seems like if they that they do probably are mindful about their tracks and where they're left, and if people find them. I was talking to somebody that says that they drag a stick behind them to help break up their prints if they're walking in an area that is conducive for print formation.
Yeah, and so that's smart. They might like create something on their feet to make it look like other animal tracks, like bears or cougars.
Or walk on their tippy toes to make it look like it's a bear track. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't do something like that. So the trail picks up right up over here, and it's basically like this, going, at least I've clocked it for about a mile or so, and I'm sure it goes all the way along the river. But wouldn't it be cool to get like a little drone to fly in through here?
I mean, if
like
it crashes, you're gonna lose it.
Well, no, if you fly it in between the trees under the canopy.
Yeah.
You know, just a first-person view type of thing. But yeah, this is pretty much where they hang out if they're here. I mean, you see how it's just a good line of sight all the way down. This is stuff that I like because you can navigate through it, and it's pretty and it's quiet.
Yep. Also makes me wonder how many of the trees are slanted. Well, if they hear someone, then they run up the trees and then hide in the trees.
It's possible.
If they do what I said about earlier, like with covering themselves and all this stuff, they'd be pretty well hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they can just be like 50 feet over that way and we still wouldn't see them.
Yeah.
It's a cool area, though. See why I love this area. It's cool that you're gonna want to come help out and explore the subject a little more.
Yeah.
It's fun, especially just coming out. I mean, shoot, even if you don't find Bigfoot evidence or anything like that, at least you came out to the forest and had fun and saw a bunch of stuff. That's why I want to learn about rocks and learn about different things that you can do while out here collecting evidence, or hoping for an interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like, you know, those rocks down there in that riverbed, I mean, there's probably some expensive rocks down there that I personally don't know. But I'll just walk by thinking it's another rock, but for all I know, it's worth thousands of dollars. They keep walking like a quarter of a mile down this way here. There's just a folding chair just sitting there.
That is totally not scary at all.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy coming across it. Because I did that by myself. I made some videos about it, but
Bigfoot just likes to sit in the forest.
Sit in the forest hanging out.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think, well, what does Bigfoot do all day?
I mean, other than like getting food and helping his family or their family. I don't see a lot.
Yeah, you know, it seems like a lot of their days just collecting food and all that stuff. There's the north-south trail. It's just so peaceful and quiet out here. I love during like the golden hour, dusk and dawn. where it's a certain type of light, and it just exposes the magic a little more, exposes the magic in the forest. And the funny thing is, that's when Bigfoot's supposed to be more active too, is during the golden hours, the magic hour.